Okay, so this time we're going to turn a circle into a sphere, and we're going to use this idea of a soft gradation from dark through to light. So I've just traced around something circle, the inside of a tape roll, around your watercolor discs or a lid, anything like that, just circle. I'm going to have my light source coming from up this way. So that means my lightest bit will be here. Through here I'll have my midtones and I'll have my shadow here. It also means that I'm going to have a shadow cast kind of around through there. So I'm going to start with my lightest pencil, so I'm starting off with a HB pencil. And again, I'm just working around in little circles, and I'm just kind of leaving that bright spot for the moment. I'll come back and fix that later. The other thing I need to do is turn my page, because once again I want to keep the edge of my pencil up against the edge of my page. Now I'm using curved marks, so once again I'm still using these little circles. Okay, I'll make them a little bit more obvious through there because it's a curved object, so it makes sense to have my pencil marks follow the angle of that curve on my sphere or my ball. Okay, so that's stage one. Stage two, I'm going to come in with my 4B pencil. You can see I'm using an overhand grip again, and I'm still keeping the edge of my pencil up against the edge of that sphere so that I've got a nice crisp edge. And I'm just putting my mid values in, so this is my mid greys. Now it's still a little bit rough there, that's okay, we'll fix that up at the end. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to put my shadow in. Now my shadow is really dark where it hits the ball here, so I've changed to like a pencil grip to get that in. I'm then softening that out. Kind of in that shape. And I'm actually going to just get my 4B and soften that out. I'm also going to come back with my 6B and get my full shadow part of my sphere done. So I've gone pretty hard and heavy around that bottom edge because that's where my darkest is. Now we can see we've got this what's called rainbow shading. I can see the changes between these. So I'm actually going to go back to my 4B and smooth out the edge of that 6B shading. I'm then going to go back to my HB pencil, so my lightest pencil, and I'm going to use that as my blender. Okay, so I'm going to go over all of that, and you can see it's getting rid of that edge down there between the 6B and the 4B, and I'm bringing that all the way up. Now our highlight, I need to soften my edge off there, so I'm just kind of going in circles around that bit, trying to leave that little bit white through there. Okay, just want to get rid of that little highlight through there, and voila, we have a sphere. You can, if you want, put a tabletop in and use your lightest pencil. Now my tabletop is flat, so it makes sense that because it's flat I can actually use horizontal marks. And also because my tabletop's a little bit lighter, I don't have to be so neat around my edge. I just run it into my sphere. Okay. If need be, just tighten up your edges, make them nice and sharp. Might make that shadow a little bit bigger. Voila, and you have a sphere. Okay, over to you.